Hello everyone. This is me, Aarti. Welcome to the Magic Warehouse podcast. Today's episode, I'm gonna talk about whenever we challenge ourselves, there will be a inner voice that will we can say it is a negative self-talk or anxious thoughts, or sometimes it may be a thought like that says you can't do it and it is difficult, etc., etc. Whenever we do something new, or whenever we do something that is out of our comfort zone, there will be a voice inside us, right? So a voice that is limiting ourselves to come out of our comfort zone, or to do something new. So how to deal with that voice? Currently I'm facing that. Okay, so as I already told, I want to do a podcast in English. That too, I want to be consistent. These two are the challenging things I'm having now, because I for sure, first, when I start podcast, at that time recording myself and putting myself out and posting things itself is a difficult thing. But at this moment, I can easily record myself and I can easily post it, that's not a problem. But what is the problem is I want to be consistent. And second thing is, I want to record it in English, because I felt like it will be a different thing, and it will for sure I feel better, right? So I had these two challenges. So when I'm recording, when I sitting and start to record, or when I'm posting, there will be a voice who gonna listen to it. And it is not nice, you are just blabbering and you are recording and posting, and it's really not nice. You are struggling, you are having so many I don't know how do we call, there will be a word, but I don't know, you are doing these things so many times, etc., etc. I have these all limiting beliefs, and these all voices, there are voices in my head that says all these things. And sometimes I record, I last week, I recorded 3 episodes, three different topics I recorded, but I never felt okay, let's post it. I feel okay, let's post it. Okay, let's post it. Okay, let's post it. But still, oh, what people think if I talk about this? Do anyone needs to wants to listen to something like this, etc., etc. Thoughts came, but still I recorded something why I no longer want to, and that is a second thing I recorded. So I just posted it. Okay, let's see, it's okay. No, who listens or not listens doesn't matter, let's just post it. Like that I posted, and today also I am doing the same thing. It's okay, I for last 2 episodes I got only 5 views. So it's okay, right? My goal is not to have people to listen to it. Yeah, if people listens, it's fine. My main thing I want to do podcast is I really enjoy talking. That too, it feels like a digital journal. Okay, so when I'm now, when I record 2 podcasts that I initially posted, it feels really so great. Oh, yeah, there is a Aarti who thought like this, right? Like that, it feels really so great when I re-listen to it. So that's my goal. So when I look back after 10 years or 15 years, these podcasts will be I will be so proud, oh great, we did something. So that's the main thing I'm gonna do. So who listens or not listens doesn't matter, but still those voices will come. So how to deal with it? First thing, why we need to challenge ourselves. So as I already said, once we come out of our comfort zone, once we started to do new things, we will understand our real potential, right? For example, if I thought I really can't talk in English and I never tried it, okay, how do I even know how good my English is? Maybe I'm very good at cooking, okay, but I never tried cooking anything. Okay, then how do I know how good I will cook? Okay, so until and otherwise we try something, or until and otherwise we challenge ourselves, we really can't able to understand our potential. So in order to understand our potential, we really want to challenge ourselves so we can really understand who we are and what the potential is and how much we can do this. Trust me, like we never really know. We like a whole world think so big about us, but there will be like who like we think ourselves like very small. Like for example, people like whenever like I speak, like whenever I do seminars or whenever I'm like hosting a event like MC, I'm doing a MC or something in my college, people would say like you are so confident, you are so like you are speaking so confident in front of people, like that people would say. But I feel like I'm stumbling, I'm blabbering, etc etc, I think. So like we feel like our potential is very less and we can't do it and we can't really do things, etc etc. But when we really challenge ourselves, we understand our potential. So to understand our potential and to come out of our comfort zone and to do new things, we really need to do challenges. So that's the reason first why we need to do challenges, challenge ourselves. Second thing, how to, like what kind of challenges I need to challenge. So first thing, like I feel like it needs to be a doable thing. It need not be like something unrealistic or something that feels like it's like way too higher for me. For example, like the podcast is my comfort zone. Okay, as I said, like if I want to record myself and post a YouTube video, that is like still it is doable. I'm not saying it's not doable, but at this moment of time I feel like it is something like I'm not really comfortable of. Maybe in some future, maybe in some other time I can do it. Or like being I'm directing a movie, that is something I can't do it, like because I have no knowledge on cinematography or no knowledge of how films work or how to direct a movie, anything. Like I don't have a knowledge about all these things. But podcast is something I'm really comfortable of, and podcast is something that I can easily do it, right? So it is something I'm like I that is easily doable for me. But at the same time, it is easily doable, but I want some kind of effort, or I want some kind of an work, so that it feels like a challenge. For example, like speaking in Tamil is my comfort zone, but speaking in English is something that requires some amount of work. For example, I want a confident, and like initially it was really difficult because I'm really not comfortable in English. But as like nowadays I'm like getting a flow of it. But recording myself in English for the like for 2 3 times, it is like really difficult thing. So it requires some amount of work and also consistency, like making myself like to record each and every week. Like every week Sunday I'm posting an episode, and like I'm like taking a time out of my week and sitting with myself, and like I always thinking about what to post this week, what should I talk about. And all this requires some amount of work, some amount of work that is like each and every day, not our like at least each and every week, that requires some amount of work. So our challenges need to be a doable thing, and also at the same time it requires some amount of work. So that's how I see, and that's how I challenge myself. You may be like the like it may be anything, but I feel like when we set goals that is doable, we can easily achieve. Instead of aiming at 100 step in the first go and fail at second day, we can set the goal as like second step, and we can do that little things, and slowly we can progress, right? Instead of no progress and like aiming at 100th step all at once, if we aim at second step and like we make little progress, and like in like a amount of like in a span of time, we will be like knowingly or unknowingly we will be in 50. But if we aim at 100th step, we will be still in first step because we don't know how to go there, right? So I feel like it needs to be doable, but also requires some amount of work from you. So this is like how why we need challenges and how we do it. So it is like a planning part when we really started to do that thing. So me sitting with myself and recording, at that time there will be a voice. That is something like I feel like we never really taught like in schools or like anywhere like in life, like we nobody told us how to handle that voice. The voice that says you can't do it, the voice that says you are not good enough, the voice that says you gonna fail, the voice that says nobody gonna listen to it or nobody gonna see that part of you, etc., etc. So how to handle that voice? First thing first, make it feel seen. Yes, there is a voice inside of you that says you are not worthy or you are not good at something that you wanted to do. Yeah, there is a voice in you. Make it feel seen. And it is like no matter whatever emotion, no matter whatever feelings you have, that is a valid emotion. That is something like it is a value and you deserve to make it feel seen because it is some or other way it's coming out of you, right? Though no matter it defines you or not defines you or anything, whatever that comes out of you, it deserves to be feel seen. So make it feel seen, become aware of it, recognize it, and like if possible just hug it. Like yeah, like as we say, like we don't deserve to feel all this, but still some or other way we in a how do we say, in living life, we condition to think in that way. But that doesn't mean like it is bad. It is a part of you and it requires the requires how do we say, the feeling of being seen. It want to be feel seen, I feel. So that's the first step. Make it feel seen. Sit with yourself and say, yeah, I'm feeling all this. I want to record a podcast, but I'm having all these thoughts and I feel it's okay. There is a little child in me that feels so comfortable in her comfort zone. So getting like we are very comfortable being at home, but like going out or like going to a new city, that feels different, right? That feels like little challenging. So in the same way, like when we come out of our comfort zone, it feels a little difficult, and yeah, I see that it is difficult. So first thing, make it feel seen. Second thing, once you recognize and become aware of it, understand it's not you. The voice that says I am not worth it or I can't able to do it, that's not who I am. It doesn't define who I am. So like yeah, I am having a thought like I'm not worthy of love. I'm not worthy of being financially independent. I'm not worthy of being a rich person. I'm not worthy of, I'm not beautiful, etc., etc. There is a voice and I feel it and I recognize it. I become aware of it, but that's not who I am. Yeah, there is a part of me that says all this, but it doesn't define who I am. And just realize it's a passing thought. It's like you just think and it will pass, just like how clouds will pass. Like one after one, the clouds will be like always passing, right? Same way, the same the same thought, like you are the same mind that thinks like you are not worthy, you are not beautiful, you are not how do I say, you can't do it, etc., etc. The same mind gonna think you are beautiful when you wear your favorite dress. The same thought that gonna think like you are master in something, right? Like you are really a master, you are really a pro in something. So the voice that says you can't do it, the voice that says like it's not possible, etc., etc., it's just a passing thought and it will pass for sure. Once you realize this, for sure the intensity of that voice will reduce. Once you feel that it's not who you are and it's just a passing thought, and you make it feel seen, I feel like it will pass and the intensity will reduce. Then don't try to or force yourself to become positive all at once. For example, I can't do it like that. My voice is like, there is the internal voice is saying, and like next minute, like I'm saying myself, I can do it, I can do it, I can do it. And like how, like it's like I'm faking. Yeah, like there is a quote like, fake it till you make it. But we can't be consistent with it, right? Like we can't be like, how many days I can fake it? Like once one point of time you will be tired of it, you will feel like, what am I even doing, etc. So don't try to become positive all at once, but try to see the possibility. Yeah, speaking in English is really a difficult thing. Yeah, I feel like I can't do it. But somewhere, like some corner, I feel like it's something, there is a possibility of me doing it. There is a possibility of I can able to do it. For example, I want to lose weight, but I can't go to gym properly, I can't do a diet properly, etc, etc. And I'm having all these voice like, I can't do it, I can't do it, etc, etc. Don't try to like, how do I say, I'm so consistent, I'm so fit, I'm like so I'm like, I'm having a perfect structure like that. If you affirm yourself, yeah, affirmation do work, but like you are like pushing yourself to think positive all at once, yeah, I feel like it won't be consistent. So try to see the possibility. Yes, I am fat and I'm trying to lose weight, and I'm feeling like I can't do it, but still somewhere I feel like in the course of life I can do it. There is a possibility of me doing it. There is a possibility of me passing that exam. There is a possibility of me posting podcast consistently. There is a possibility of me earning 1 crore 1 crore in a year. Yeah, so there is a possibility. There is always a possibility. It is like 50 percentage chance, right? Tomorrow, if you ask me if I'm being alive or I will die, there is a 50 possibility chance. Yeah, I can be alive or like I can die. So don't try to see the 50 percentage of you not doing it. Instead, try to see the 50 percentage of possibility, like just like put a permutation and combination and those things, and see yourself, yeah, I may do it, yeah, I will do it, that is, or I can do it, is something 100 percentage positive. If that is not possible for you, like me, like I can't do it, I can't really put myself like now if you say like I can earn 1 crore per month, per year, like that, if you say, I for sure I don't believe it. That's like something I can't even. But if you say like you can earn 10 lakhs per annum or like 20 lakhs per annum, like that, I feel like that is something I can doable. Yeah, still it is like something far ahead, but still something that is, I feel like I can do it. So there is a possibility, but still I feel like I may earn 1 crore per year in some future, right? That is also, there is a possibility, but I'm saying the near future I can earn 10 lakh per annum or like 20 lakh per annum. That is something that is like I can easily achievable, or easily something I'm seeing the possibility of me having it. So always remember, here goal is not to become positive, or goal is not to always have that positive thoughts, that extreme positive things. Here the goal is do things. It's not about thoughts, it's something that makes you do it. So if you really feel difficult to think, to think positive, extreme positive as such, just try to see the possibility of you doing it. I hope, like, yeah. So this is how I challenge myself, and how I will win that voice that says I can't do it, and work towards whatever I'm setting the goal for. Yeah, I feel like this is something I wanted to record. I don't know why. All of a sudden I become blank. Yeah, so always remind yourself like there is a possibility of you having anything in this world. Like there is always a possibility. If you really can't see yourself having it, just try to see having the possibility of you becoming that. And always remind yourself how you feel at the end of that goal or end of that challenge. Like if I'm continuously posting for 1 year, next year at this time I feel so great, right? I feel like I did something that I really love, or I did something that my future self will be so proud of or feel so amazing consistently. And that feeling that you feel, that always remember that whenever you feel low or whenever you don't have energy or like don't feel like doing it, just remember that and tell yourself like, yeah, you can do it and there is a possibility of you doing it. So me recording this like 21 minutes episode, it feels like a lot of work, but it just takes like seconds, like within 10 seconds, like within 20 seconds. And there are times like I sit with myself, like before going to exam halls we have this rushing thoughts. So at this time I just take a deep breath and I tell myself, yeah, me sitting in front, like me sitting in exam hall, there is a possibility of me failing it also, but I am like trying to see the me having the possibility of passing, because I put the effort, I tried it, and here I am. So I feel like there is a possibility of me passing this exam, and I am trying to see this side of the coin and not the other side. And I will, some or other way, I will feel somehow not, like I feel confident and do my best. So it just takes like 10 to 20 seconds. Yeah, the process may feel maybe like bit long, or like you may think like these many steps I need to do, etc., etc. But like once you train yourself or once you start to do it, it just takes like 30 seconds or 10 seconds only. So don't hold yourself back, just go and put yourself in whatever things you want to do, but the voice in you that says you can't do it, because life is worth living and these are the moments we gonna remember. The way like you did that first thing despite having all those fearful thoughts is something you're gonna remember forever in life. So yeah, just do it. And see, like this is the longest episode I recorded. It's like 23 minutes, nearly to 23 minutes. And this is the longest episode. See, a girl who's had like all those thoughts of how she can talk in English is continuously speaking for 23 minutes, that too without any notes or anything. I did it. Yeah, I did it. If I can do it, you can also do it. So go and explore, have fun, enjoy the process, and enjoy those little voices too. Yeah, that's it for today. Tata, bye bye. Have a happy day.